Hello, friends. Welcome to Level Up with Debbie Neal. I am your host. There is nowhere I would rather be than right here, right now with you. This podcast is all about leveling up in all aspects of our lives. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Together, we are leveling up. You ready? Hello, my Level Up family. Last week we spoke about expectations. We forget how powerful our expectations are. Do you expect to succeed? Do you expect to live an abundant life? We are a sum of our expectations. Be very careful what you expect because you're going to get it every single time. So this week we're going to be talking about real competition. So let's talk about competition. I come from a competitive background. I am one of those leaders who loves competition. Competition is different than comparison. Competing is all about leveling up. Athletes compete in the Olympics. Leaders compete for top income positions. Athletes compete to win. Competition breeds champions. Without competition, we breed complacency. We breed comfort. And I don't come from the generation that we all get trophies. I know that might not be popular today. I was an athlete. My kids were athletes. We competed for positions. Nothing was given. Everything was earned. It built character. It built grit. It built work ethic. It raised our bar. It taught us excellence. And people today shy away from competition. Some people feel that it separates people. Here's the reality. It does. It separates the best from the rest. That is what you are here to do. That's what I am here to do. So we're going to be, we are going to talk about competition in another perspective today. Want to know your biggest competitor? You. The reflection in your mirror. You versus you. The person you are today versus the person you were yesterday. Are you hungry to win? Your competition isn't other people. The ones that end up outranking others, out-earning others, outperforming others, they compete against themselves. And as a result, they are always growing and always raising their bar. And then what happens? They're moving up in ranks. You aren't competing against other people. We're going to be talking about the 9 things that we are competing with, that you are competing with. It's time to win the battle and level up. So what's number 1? You're competing with your procrastination. How often do we delay or put off starting something? We know it has consequences. We know it isn't moving us forward. It's a self-defeating behavior. It breeds lack of confidence. So why do we do it? What are we waiting for? What's holding us back? Maybe it's waiting for the perfect moment. Newsflash, it doesn't exist. When we procrastinate, what we're doing is we're losing precious time. We miss opportunities. We miss goals. We hold ourselves back. We lower our confidence. Procrastination shows up in our discipline. And I'm calling on your greatness. You are competing against your procrastination. What are you moving forward with right now? What are you no longer going to just think about, but rather take action on? We spend so much time thinking about how long something will take, right? The work that needs to be done, the obstacles that we may or may not hit. And that what happens is we go into safety mode and we hold ourselves back. Take that step, move forward. Nothing changes until we change. Action breeds confidence. So when we talk about competition, like you're constantly competing to be procrastinating less and taking action more. Number 2, your ego. You know, this is a word, ego, that we all like to think we don't have it, but we all have it. Our ego holds us back. We compare ourselves against others. Our ego does. Okay. So social media doesn't help our ego. Comparison is the thief of joy. When we scroll, we are subconsciously comparing. They look better. They have a better network, that blah, 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 blah. Another way our ego holds us back is our ego doesn't like the unknown. Think about that. What is leveling up? It's kind of leveling up to the next level. It's unknown. So our ego doesn't like the unknown. It isn't risky. The ego feels the safest in the known and the fixed. That's where the comfort comes from. It doesn't want to make the effort to learn new things, to challenge old ideas, to evolve. This is your competition. It's up to you. The leader inside you is ready to emerge. You are competing with your ego. What does leveling up require? Really think about it. It requires the very thing your ego avoids. It requires challenging old ideas. It requires learning new things. It requires stepping out of your comfort zone. You are ready to win this competition. Number 3, your eating habits. So often people think that has nothing to do with success. I'm going to tell you this, you guys, nobody likes a cheeseburger better than me. I love French fries. I love all fries. I love cheese fries. Like, I believe in everything in moderation. Like, the holidays are coming. You put like pigs in a blanket. You put appetizers out. I am thrilled. But I know that everything's in moderation. I also know that I'm at my best when I feed my body whole and good foods. We have 100% control over how we fuel our bodies. Everything begins in our gut. Eating healthy gives us energy. Our body is our vessel. How we fuel it matters. Think about this. Would you put regular 87 gas in $1 million car? Think about it. High-end cars, the owners ask for high octane. Low quality cars, the owner's like, yeah, put regular in it. It's fine, right? We do the same thing. If you're a high performer, you're eating high performance food. You're a low performer. You're like, I can have Twinkies. Okay. You might not know what a Twinkie is, but when I was growing up, I used to eat Twinkies. Okay. In their mind, it isn't worth it for the higher octane. It's the same with our body. Your success is about everything in your life. We are competing with our comfy self. It's the next level of you that will feed your body with fuel. High achievers know the power of our gut. High achievers know we operate best when our body is in an alkaline state. High achievers know that being healthy fuels our body with energy. So are you ready to compete and rise to your healthiest self? It's all connected. Number 4, the knowledge you avoid learning. Success isn't by luck. And we talked about this in the last podcast. I think I talked about this exact sentence. No one falls to the top of anything. We have a tendency to look to outside factors for why we aren't where we think we should be. Are you filling up your mind and heart daily with information and inspiration? When you fill yourself up, right? What spills out? What spills out of you? And maybe some of you have heard this analogy, but like if I'm holding a really hot cup of coffee and you come bumping into me, I'm going to spill out coffee. If you are filling yourself up with knowledge and someone bumps into you when they don't believe or have doubts, what do you think is going to spill out? Positivity, knowledge, right? Are you a student of your industry? Are you educating yourself? This is what you are competing against. Do you know more than you did yesterday? Are you becoming so knowledgeable that you become passionate about teaching other people? My friends, leadership is ownership. Leadership is influence. Leadership is committing to excellence. Knowledge isn't something the best in our industry avoid. It's something we crave. We are always learning. We're always expanding. In order to be relevant, in order to coach others to greatness, knowledge is your superpower. It amazes me how many people in my profession wait for someone else to tell them what to do, to tell them what they need to grow, to tell them when the meetings are, to remind them of things that are so basic. Don't invest time educating in themselves. Come in humble, build your knowledge like a champion and learn and compete with your knowledge every single day to grow it. Number 5, your level of discipline. Every day we are competing with our level of discipline. Are you an entrepreneur? Because I am. I became one to own my time, to work my schedule, to create time freedom, to have choices, to earn an income. But all of that isn't free. It took and still takes insane discipline. It's living in my word. It's showing up for everything. It's always having a goal. It's challenging my month prior. Discipline to be uncomfortable. Discipline to train in the dark. Discipline to always keep my mindset positive. Discipline to hang out with winners versus whiners. Discipline to build my vision daily. Discipline to create new business. Discipline is the bridge from where we are to where we desire to be. And sometimes going over that bridge is muddy. Sometimes it's rainy. Sometimes it's cold. Sometimes it's hard. You will be tempted to stay on the easier side of the bridge. But once you're over on the other side, it's so much better. So are you willing to compete with yourself in discipline to cross that bridge? Number 6, your distractions. Life is full of distractions. Good distractions, hard distractions, sad distractions, holiday distractions, family distractions. You can build it anyway. You can. It's your choice. This is your competition. Is building a business easy with distractions? Of course not. But you know what? Every day we have to choose our hard. Hard to me is having a boss. If I didn't build my business, I was going back to work. If I wasn't going to be an entrepreneur, I was going to be an employee. So that was hard to me. It worked me through the distractions. Someone else owning my time, that's hard to me. Waking up to an alarm clock, not having the days off to be with my kids when I want to and when they need me. Hard to me is taking out student loans to pay for 4 kids' education. So when distractions happen, I figured out how to make it work. Distractions are a part of life, and life is precious. They will always be there. We have the power. They can be an excuse, or they can be fuel. I love the holidays. I love that I get to work my business during that time. I get to work through my distractions versus working throughout my entire day for someone else. Compete with your distractions to own your life. This is how we level up. Number 7, your habits. We are always competing with our habits. You show me your habits, I'll show you your level of success. Are you in the habit of working on your business daily? Are you in the habit of raising your bar? Are you in the habit of always having a goal? Are you in the habit of setting tight deadlines and creating urgency to meet them? Are you in the habit of staying true to your word? Are you in the habit of building your vision daily? You are competing with the habits of yesterday to create your tomorrow. Number 8, negative behaviors. I'd love to say that we all don't have any. I'd love to say that I don't have any, you guys, but they're there. We're constantly competing to overcome them. We're constantly striving to be better, right? Nobody is perfect. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for progress. And as we level up, our goal is to change our behaviors, lose the negative ones. Or if they creep up, that they're not lasting as long. We will never be perfect, but we are competing with the person and leader we were yesterday to become our best self. So let's think of some negative habits, right? So some might be avoiding the work you know you need to do. Like, again, that goes in line with procrastination. Complaining. It's a negative habit. Stop complaining. Talking about other people. That's a negative habit. It's not good. Hanging around people who you know are not serving you. Negative habit. Blaming. Negative habit. Okay. Once we take ownership and we know that we have complete control, and not that we don't rely on other people, but I mean ownership. We don't blame. Justifying. Negative habit. It's talking us out of our greatness. Comparing. Negative habit. It's just a negative habit. We don't compare. We don't compete. We're not against other people. We collaborate. You are born exactly the way you are supposed to be born. And every single one of you have so many gifts. When you're comparing yourself to somebody else and you're only knowing a part of the story, you're robbing yourself of your greatness. Not showing up, bad habit. Eating unhealthy, bad habit. I do it sometimes too. But here's the thing. We know this. And then honestly, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I have a day where I'm like, you know what? I'm dying for pizza or a cheeseburger or a Cosmo, whatever that may be, I know the next day I can't even wait to eat healthy, right? So the habits don't last long. Sleeping in, not the best habit on a regular basis. Not making your bed, not completing tasks 100%, overthinking, bad habit. God, you could be exhausted by overthinking. Every day we are competing with our behaviors. Every day we have an opportunity to show up bigger and better in this world. Number 9, self-doubt. Self-doubt has the power to take us out of the game. Self-doubt is a lack of faith in ourselves. It's a feeling of doubt in our abilities. It's a lack of belief. Every day our goal is to build our mindset, build our confidence, grow our belief, build our love. Affirmations grow our self-doubt. Taking action grows our self-doubt. Action breeds confidence. Every day we are competing with our level of self-doubt and building our self-confidence. We are competing with these things every single day. And that to me is really exciting. That's empowering. And here is the best part of competition. Okay. This is a quote. Through competition, we discover what we are capable of. We realize how much more we can actually do. We can do more than we ever believed was possible. Your best self is waiting for you. It's you versus you. The more we compete, the more we grow. Okay. So next week, we're going to be talking about growing in the valleys. If your pain of growth is more difficult, it is because your calling is higher. So I love you, friends. Have an amazing week.